So I have some really big goals for the next couple of weeks. I want to finish the revisions for my Blood Magic project, but author mentor match, which is a thing ran by Alexa Doan and I can't remember the other person, but that is coming up, let's see, I think Wednesday. Basically, that's when you submit to the mentors, and you can submit to up to 4. You need to have like a query, a synopsis, and the first 50 pages of your manuscript. And then if they're interested, they'll request the full manuscript to read, and then maybe you get a mentor. And I have gone back and forth like 18 times on whether or not I'm going to do this, because realistically, I'd want to be like 6 more months down the road before I did this. You know, like I've gone through critique partners and beta readers and all that kind of stuff a lot more to where the book is really where I want it. But this is only once a year. And in a year, like I'm hoping to start querying at the end of the year. So I'd be hoping to kind of get through all of this. If this was in like 3 months or 6 months, it would probably be the perfect timing. But I know I could get a ton out of it right now. Like, getting some help actually going through my manuscript from someone who's a little bit more experienced in the industry and could give me more advice on maybe, you know, what to cut, what character arcs and plots are the most important to cut. Like, that would be incredibly beneficial for me. Like, I think this timing is the best for me, but again, I don't think it would be quite the best for them. So I'm not, you know, super worried about getting it. I just think it'll be good as something to kind of give me a little bit of push to finish these revisions by then. So this vlog is going to be working on that query synopsis and first package for AMM, and maybe submitting. And then it's going to be me trying to get my last revisions done. So I am pushing. I'm going to get my revisions done. I'm going to finish this pass, and I'm going to get everything ready for AMM, and then I'll start working on cuts.
Okay, so I realized something. When the AMM submission material is due, which is the 12th through the 14th,
Which I checked.
that is Wednesday through Friday of next week. So, as long as I have the stuff I need to submit done then, I'm good. If I have a couple chapters, like 2 nights of consistency pass to finish, I can do it after I submit, because even if someone asks me for a full manuscript, I'd probably have a couple days after I submit. So like at the end of next weekend, as long as I have everything ready to go, I'm golden. So I'm going to prioritize working on my query and synopsis first. Yeah, so let's get started on that.
Okay, so it is, oh god, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I had a game night yesterday, so I was busy doing that most of the night, and then I sat in bed and went through my query and synopsis again. So those are written, basically. I'm so nervous about it. There was a tweet by, oh gosh, who was it? It was someone who I think was a mentor last year, and they were kind of talking through how they ended up judging the queries. And the biggest thing that I really got from that was that it's not enough to just have a decent query. It needs to be, like, good. Something really needs to spark their attention, because if they just read it and they're like, this was okay, that's not enough. So this was from Reflections of a Former AMM Mentor, I think is what the title is, from williamsonwords.net. I'll try and remember to link that. I'm going to forget, but that's what the link is. But yeah, so I'm going to try and incorporate a little bit more of that advice into my query. I got a little bit of feedback from some of my critique partners just to kind of be like, look at this, what do you think? Does this sound interesting? Because these ones haven't read my full book yet. So I thought it would be good to get a little bit of feedback from someone who hasn't read my book yet. Like, the mentors. So we'll see. So that's the mood I'm in right now. So I'm going to go through the query again, go through the synopsis again. I'm covered in sticky notes. The sticky notes are everywhere. I'm going to write some notes, and then once I kind of get burnt out on the query and synopsis, I'm going to switch over and just start stepping through my manuscript again and just kind of fixing anything else I see. If there's anything, just do a pass, like a quick pass. It's Wednesday. I could submit today. I could submit tomorrow. I could submit Friday. It's due at midnight or 11:59 Pacific time, which 11:59 is 3 a.m. Saturday. Okay, so I could just stay up really late on Friday and get this done. That's an option. We'll see. All right, let's get some stuff done. Okay, so it's still Wednesday, Thursday? It's Wednesday. Wow. It's still Wednesday. I keep thinking it's Thursday. I don't know why. But I went through, I got my query, I think, good. I think it's good. I think it's done. I think it's ready. I went through and I made 2 versions of my synopsis. One with the different, POV kind of story details all kind of bunched together. So it was very obvious, right? And then the other one with it kind of embedded within where it kind of made sense in the flow of the story. I had my husband read it and he agreed that the embedded one kind of sounded better. So I'm going to go with that one. I need to do another pass just to kind of tweak everything to kind of fit that structure a little bit better. Flesh out the kind of very ending bit where I kind of summarized the ending of the book, obviously. And I think that's good. I've been going back through my chapters. I'm only going to be able to submit the first 3.5, I think. So I've gone through chapter 1, I've gone through chapter 3, I'm going through chapter 2 now, and then I'll start looking at the beginning of chapter 4. I'm so far really happy. I have been kind of condensing a little bit as I go, because when I did that developmental pass, I kind of added too much. I'm kind of fixing some of that, but I'm really considering whether or not I want to try to submit tonight. I know I should probably sleep on it and give everything one more pass tomorrow, but I don't know. I feel like for my sanity, it might be better to just get it done, do what I can tonight. I'm not going to be able to, do everything perfectly now, but I don't know. I also still need to fill out all the submission form stuff, but I feel like you could do that a different day. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's 10. I normally try and go to bed by 10:30, or at least go upstairs by 10:30. So I'll see what I can get done before then. And maybe, just maybe. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, it is Thursday. Yeah, that's right. It is Thursday. I am submitting tonight. My best friend wants to hang out tomorrow for her birthday, so I need to be done tonight. So I'm going to stay up as long as it takes. I don't, in theory, have that much more to do. I mean, it's kind of at that point where it's those last fiddly bits, you could really just keep iterating over and over and over. So it's 6:13. I'm going to need to take a break and put my son to bed in a bit. My husband's watching them for a little bit until bedtime, so I have 45 minutes to get really started. Let's see, where's my folder? We picked which synopsis we're gonna go with. I got my husband's opinion on that. He liked synopsis 2, so that's what we're going with. Why do I keep saying we? Like, we're doing this together. I don't know. Alright, let's do this. It's 6:45. I have like 15 more minutes. I've done a pass through the synopsis. I think I've made it better. I don't know if it's good enough. I'm going to try reading it out loud and see what I find. Okay, me holding this with my hands does not work super well, but I submitted the questions. I have not submitted everything. I have literally only answered the submission questions, which is like what I want out of a mentor, where I see my writing career going, what other projects I'm working on, stuff like that. So now I just need to go back to chapters. I think I have a couple more tweaks, like punctuation tweaks, to kind of like do a quick check, like proofread check on my query and synopsis, but otherwise they're done. Submission package is done. The pages are all that's left. So let's see if we can get that last chapter and a half ready. Everything's ready. I've read over the instructions like 12 more times. I'm following their recommended formatting. I've gotten all my attachments for the pages, for the synopsis. I have my query in the body of the email. My subject line is right. I have the address. Okay. Sent. Okay. It's 10:30. I'm gonna go to bed, and then I need to finish with the last little bit of developmental edits at the very, very end. I mean, they're very, very small changes. I could probably even send it without those, but I'm going to start working on those tomorrow or maybe Saturday. But I did it. I submitted. Okay, wait, I just got an email. Thank you for applying. We received your materials. Okay, that's it. I'll see you in a day or two. Okay, so I apologize for the shaky quality. I'm holding this with my hand. It's Friday. I don't think I'm actually going to get much writing in right now because I just have a little bit of time before we have a friend coming over to celebrate her birthday, but I got my new computer monitor in the mail and I made a slight miscalculation. It's huge. Hi. So I'm gonna get some more revising done. I created a checklist of all the things I need to get done. Excuse the shadow, but so these are the developmental edits that I still need to do, and all of these are really minor. Like, a lot of these I don't even think I need to do anything, or it's like I changed this person's name. So I should be able to do a bunch of these a day. It'll probably take me 2 to 3 days to do all of these, assuming I have like an hour or two to work on them. And then I'm going to do more cuts or line edits. I want to drop another 15,000 words. I've already gone through these chapters and cut over 4,000 words. So as I'm doing these final developmental edits, I'm going to try to cut more words and see how I go. If I get most of the way just finishing these last chapters, I may just pick, there's like 3 chapters I think that are like really ridiculously long, like maybe like 6,000-7,000 words long, where a lot of them are like 2 to 3, maybe 4,000. So I may just then go back to the big chapters and get those really cut down. But I mean, obviously, if I'm not making enough progress, I'll have to go through all of them. But we'll see. And once I finish this, I will consider that the end of my, like, I guess first and second pass. Yeah, Okay, let's see what we can do. As I get more used to my giant, like, monitor, I don't know. I feel like I need a nickname for this that accentuates how ginormous it is. Like, I don't know. But if you have ideas, put them in the comments because I need a cool name for this. Why is my laptop taking so long to start up? And I have chocolate, so. If my laptop literally ever loads. Ever. It is Tuesday. It's Tuesday. And I thought I would give a little update. I'm doing pretty good. I don't know if you can see this. So all of the developmental edits are done, which is crazy. I had originally, back when I originally started this developmental pass, I had hoped to get it done at the end of the year, which I'm 18 days over that. But I had AMM in there, so I had to prep my query and my synopsis and get all that stuff ready and like really fine-tune my first 50 pages. So I lost maybe a week for that, and then like general holidays, and there was like just a lot of mess in December where I wasn't very productive. So honestly, I'm thrilled. I am thrilled with having gotten it all done. It feels so good. Like, I finished my whole book. I did a really full, deep developmental edit pass, which feels awesome. And then I've gotten a decent bit of the way through doing cuts. I want to get it down another 10,000 words, just through, like, I don't know, normal kind of like line edits, like sort of reading as I go and being like, oh, this part of this conversation really is important, and cutting it. I'm not doing like removing characters, removing plots, lines, condensing characters. Like, I'm not doing anything like that right now. There was a couple of Discord servers, one that I started just for adult fantasy AMM round 9 hopefuls, and then one that was just like someone else started that was just a generic AMM hopeful one for this round. And like, I've been meeting so many cool people. Like, it's just so awesome getting to really chat with people that are kind of at the same stage as you, where they're not, you know, in the struggle of trying to just get a book finished. Like, they've written a book, they've revised, they're thinking about their next projects, but they're not published yet, right? And they're all, almost exclusively, I think, planning on going trad pub. So it's a lot of people that are in a very, very similar boat and very similar place to me. So it's just really easy to talk to them about what we're working on, what we're thinking about. It's really cool to find those people. So I would say if you're on the fence about doing a project like this, I would highly recommend doing it, even if it's just to build relationships and meet new people and make writing friends, because it helps so much. I just filmed this entire outro and then realized my camera was off. Let me double check that it's actually on. It is definitely on and filming. Okay. Just to recap what I said again, I guess, my developmental edit pass is done. I've gotten through it. I'm super happy. It's January 30th. The AMM matches are kind of starting to go out individually. Mentors are starting to message their mentees. I never got a full submission. I am out, basically. So, that sort of sucks, but at the same time, like, it's so subjective and it doesn't really mean anything about where my book is, and it was really kind of a crapshoot anyway, so, I'm not really upset about it or disappointed. And I'm just really freaking excited right now about all the other AMM hopefuls I've met, and I'm going to be hopefully becoming critique partners with some of them. I'm going to do another vlog as I kind of work with some of them, try and find a critique partner, kind of go over what I'm looking for, how the process goes for me, vent a little bit about all the anxiety of like random people reading my book, we'll get there. But I'm feeling really good. I'm really excited for what I get to work on next. I feel like I've, learned a lot, gained a lot of really useful resources, and I just feel even more set up to succeed. And I don't know, I'm just feeling good. But yeah, we'll see what comes next. I'll see you next time.